Hey guys, how are you? My name is Carmen. I'm doing this video because I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that's been happening to me these past four or 5 months, and I just want to share a little bit of my story to you guys. I've never done this stuff on YouTube. I've never done any videos or anything like that, so I'm a little nervous. So bear with me, but we're gonna get it done, because it's something way bigger than just my fears or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk to you guys about my spiritual awakening. I just had it about 4 months ago. So, but I want to kind of talk to you guys about leading up to that, you know, kind of things that was going on with me. So here we go. I'm gonna tell you guys my story. So when I was about 9 years old, my mom passed away. She passed away, and I could feel, like, after she passed away, I could feel her energy. I could feel it. I could feel her near me and stuff. And it would kind of scare me. You know, I was 9 years old. I didn't know no better. It would kind of scare me. So I remember saying, like, asking God, hey, you know, can you, like, please, like, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to, you know, feel nothing, hear nothing, you know. So after I said that, I prayed that, something said to me, whenever you see 1, 2, 3, 4, just know that your mom is with you. Whenever you see that, just know that your mom is always by your side. So I was like, cool, right? So my whole life, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, whether it be on an address, whether it be on TV, whether it be on the time, like, you know, whatever. And I always will pause and say, all right, Mom, I know you're here with me. Cool, you know what I mean? So now leading up, now going up to about 6 months ago, 6, 7 months ago, I had started seeing these other numbers, right? Some other numbers got introduced to me, and it was 1111. I had been seeing it all the time, 1111, 1, 2, 3, 4, every other day, every day, you know. And it was like back to back to back to back to back. You know what I mean? I'm like, what is this, right? So something told me to go ahead and Google, what does it mean when you see 1111 all the time? So I went to Google, and that's what I put. And what I read was like some really good information, really good positive information, right? And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good about it, right? So then something said, Google, what does it mean when you see 1, 2, 3, 4? So I did that. What I read, it was like eye-opening. I started to shift a little bit after I read it. You know, I'm starting to realize that's kind of when I started shifting. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, you know, cool, right? So that led to me having my spiritual awakening, right? I had my spiritual awakening about 4 months ago, and I'm telling you, it was like the rosy colored glasses that I had on my whole life, they came off. Boom. I'm crying. I'm like, it's all making sense to me. It was like, it's like my soul woke up. You guys know that. And if you don't know, well, I'm telling you, my soul woke up. And what I've realized from that point on, from the time I had the spiritual awakening into now, is, and throughout my experience, my short experience so far, is that every person has a soul, and every person has a soul mission. Every soul has a soul mission. So God and our angels, or whatever you believe in, they are trying to get our attention to let us know, hey, they're trying to give us signs. They're trying to give us something to let us know, hey, we need you over here, because your soul, you got a job to do. Like, this is your soul mission. So you way over here thinking you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, living the American dream and doing this and doing that, and oh, I got my nice car and my nice houses and this is and that. But really, your soul has a job to do, like your soul mission. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I realized. So your angels, God is trying to give you signs to get you over here, because all they want you to do is live a happy, loving, healthy, joyful, fulfilling life. You know what I'm saying? So they love you. So they're trying to get you over here. So a lot of ways they do it is through numbers. The number system is the easiest way that God, or whatever you believe in, your higher power, can communicate with you. They communicate with you through numbers. So This is my experience, and I'm sharing it with you guys. You guys can do it. Or if you guys don't understand it, just open up and just try to do it and just see. What I learned is you can Google whatever number it is. Like, for example, so like if you're sitting around and your phone goes off and it's a text or email or whatever have you, and you see the number, you see the time, and the time, it like resonates with you. Something says, look up that number. If something says, look up that number, look up the number. Go into Google, put angel number, put the number in. Put the number in. What you read, what you're going to read, is a direct message from your higher power, your angels. They're trying to tell you something, because again, they are trying to get you over here on your soul mission. So I learned this about 4 months ago when I had my spiritual awakening. Something said, start putting those numbers in. You put 1111 in, you put 1, 2, 3, 4 in. Why not put these other numbers in? Whenever you're driving down the street and you see something like an address and it sticks out to you, put it in there. Put it like, when it's safe. If you're driving, don't do it, don't be unsafe. But when the time is right, put that number in. Or, whatever. If your phone goes, put the number in. Angel number, whatever number it is. And they are going to tell you what it is that you need to do in order to get to your soul mission. It's going to be steps. It's not going to happen like overnight. It's little steps you got to do. But as long as you do them, you're going to reach your soul mission. You're going to reach your full spiritual potential. You know what I'm saying? So let me calm down, because I'm getting a little excited. I'm getting a little excited. So when I first discovered this, right? The messages that I was getting was stuff like this. Get rid of your old, get ready for your new. Get rid of your old restraints, constraints. Get out of your comfort zone. Get ready for your new. Your new is basically your blessings are coming. Your new is going to be in abundance. Your new is going to be like all great stuff, but you got to get rid of your old first. These are the messages that you're going to read, stuff like that. They're trying to tell you to do the hard stuff, the stuff that you don't want to do, the stuff that a lot of people don't want to do because of fear, because what's in the mind. The fear is what holds people back. The fear, or the stuff that happened in your past that produced that fear, or the stuff that, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. Those kids picked on me when I was younger, and they said I was ugly and I was this, and I still believe it because it's still here. I'm still thinking about it. So no, I'm not good enough. I'm going to stay right here because it's comfortable. That's your ego mind. That's your mind just holding you right here, stuck. Your higher power, your angels, they're like, no. They're trying to send you signs. They're trying to send you stuff like, no. We got you, but you got to trust us. You got to trust us. So let me tell you what I did. I was in law enforcement. 10 years law enforcement, making almost $100,000 a year, have the property, have the nice car, thinking I'm doing it. When I had my spiritual awakening and those rosy colored glasses came off, and I started reading my messages, my angel messages, get rid of the old, get rid of your old constraints, restraints, constraints, and get ready for your new. What resonated with me, I need to quit my job. I knew it. I knew I needed to quit my job. I knew it. So I quit my job. I said, all right, God, I'm showing you. I believe you. I trust you. All this stuff that's been happening, oh yeah, I trust you. I quit my job. I resigned. Everybody, a lot of people, why would you do that? What? You gotta be crazy. You gotta be this. I know what I'm doing. Like, I know. I feel it. Don't ever let anybody hold you back because of their fears or because of their insecurities. You know what I'm saying? That's something that they got to work out within themselves. So you just do you. Stay true to you. Stay true to yourself. Be you. So I quit my job. I'm still getting the messages. Get rid of your old. Get ready for your new. I said, I quit my job. What else? I was in a relationship. I knew I had to break up with the person, the person who I was with at the time. that was kind of tough for me because I was comfortable. I was used to this person just being there all the time. You know what I'm saying? And me being by myself, oh no. No. But I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to do it. So probably about a month, I'm still getting the messages. I'm still understanding. My soul is telling me, you got to do it. And I knew I had to do it. So I broke up. I ended up getting my own place. Now, when people found out about the breakup, you know how people talk, oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you break up with this person? And oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's understandable because they don't know what they don't know. I knew what I had to do. They didn't know. So I had to take it, you know, with a grain of salt, like, and just tell them, look, I'm changing, and I know I have to make these hard changes in order for me to help someone. You know, it's not about me in a relationship. It's not about the relationship. It's way bigger than a relationship. It's about helping out everybody in this universe. That's what it's about. We all have gifts. We all have this ability. It's not just me. You got it too. We all have it. We just have to learn how to listen because your higher power, they're trying to tell you, I need you over here. I'm trying to give you these signs. Pay attention. So I paid attention, right? So I broke up. Had my own place, right? And I started writing blogs. Telling people about, you know, my experience, right? Up until that point when I was writing the blog, I'm like telling them that you're not alone, you're never alone, and talking to them about the angel numbers in a blog. I never wrote like that. I never did any of that. I barely would go on Facebook and put a message because I was so like, oh, I don't want nobody to read what I'm writing, and I don't want nobody to judge me. That was the old Carmen. That was that fear, that ego mind holding me back. So when I woke up and all this stuff started happening, right? I quit my job, I broke up with my girl, and some says, right, you need to tell people your story. I wasn't ready to do the YouTube video yet. So I'm like, dragging my feet on it. Finally, I wrote my blogs. I wrote them. I was able to get past that obstacle because that was something that was holding me back. I shattered through that. Now here I am talking to you guys. So check it. So let me tell you. So I did all that stuff, right? I'm in my own place. Now I'm in my own space. I'm even really becoming more aware because I don't have all these other energies around me. That's kind of like draining me, or I'm draining them, or it's throwing me off. Now it's just me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why my higher power, they are trying to tell me to get out and get your own place. So I was able to connect even better with God. You know what I mean? So on 12/12, I will tell you guys, on 12/12, this is what solidified everything for me and for everybody around me in my small circle who was like, oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Right? So on 12/12, I was at the park. Well, I was at the marina, right? And somebody was laying on the I was on the phone. I was sitting in my car. I was on the phone. I look to the right. I see a person laying down on their side facing the water, right? So as I'm in my conversation, I look over there. Something says, when you're done with your conversation, go over there and talk to that person. And I'm like, that was the first time that's ever happened, right? And I'm like, all right, okay. So after the conversation was over, hang up, I look back down there again. Something says, go talk to that person. And I'm like, this never happened to me before, right? A lot of, amazing stuff had been happening, but up until that point, like, that's never happened, right? So I'm like, all right. So I said, well, let me just drive down there real slow and see how I feel when I get close to him, right? So I drive down and then I just park. So now I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, okay, so now I'm praying. I said, listen, this is what I do every time. Like, I'm about to talk to somebody or whatever. I just prayed. I said, just please guide me to say the right things and do the right things that's going to help whoever needs that, like whatever this person is going to need, like please allow me, guide me to doing it, correctly. That's pretty much what I said, right? So I get out my car and I'm sitting on the bench. Now he's like catty corner to me. I'm in back of him, but he's like laying there. He's facing the water. I'm facing the water, and I'm just sitting there. And again, I'm praying, and I'm just like breathing and kind of like, oh, okay, all right, here we go, right? So he's laying there and he laughs, ha ha ha, right? So now I'm like, so now I get up and I go and I walk in front of him, and I'm like, hey, hi, how are you, right? And he doesn't acknowledge me. He's just still looking at the water. He's still looking at the water, and I'm like, hey, how are you? And he looks at me. He's like, oh, hi. I'm fine. I said, okay, good, right? So now I'm like standing in front of him so he can see me. So I'm standing kind of like in front of him facing the water. He's still laying there facing the water. So then he laughs again, ha, ha, right? So now I turn around. So now I sit down on the rocks, and I'm like, hey, I want to talk to you. And so he sits up, and let me give you a little description about him. He's like, he has on tight jeans. He has mud from his knees all the way down. He has no shoes on. He has no socks on. He has the tube socks on. He has the tubes on his ankles, but the sock part is tore off. It's 9 o'clock, like 9 o'clock in the morning, and so he sits up, and this is what I see, and I'm like, okay, talk to me. What's going on with you? So he's like telling me, well, he starts talking, and he's like, well, I'm just so tired of everybody taking advantage of me. They're telling me that they're going to do this and they're not going to do that. And, he just giving me his rundown. So then I'm like, well, what happened to you? Like, why you got mud everywhere, right? So then he tells me, he was like, well, I was on drugs last night, and I spent the night here at J Street Marina, and I've never, what did he say? He said, this is like the darkest. He was like, I spent the night here, and it was the darkest night of my life. That's what he said. He said it was the darkest night of my life. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, now I'm crying, because now I know I'm here for a reason. Like, I'm talking to him for a reason. Something said, go talk to him. So he's like, and I just felt like it was the darkest night of my life, and the sun never was going to come up. It never was going to come up. And now I'm telling them everything that I told you guys about, your higher power. We all have these gifts, your guardian angels, your higher power. They're trying to get you on your soul mission. I'm telling them all that. I'm telling them about his mind, how your ego mind can put the fear in you and keep you stuck. So, so he's like, so I'm telling him all this stuff, and I said, your mind can be your worst enemy. Your mind is what's gonna tell you you're not good enough. Your mind is what's gonna say, no, don't even go talk to that person. That person is too good for you. Your ego mind. So, and I told him, I said, if you continue to listen to your ego mind, it can have you want to go jump off a bridge or something, because it can be that lethal if you let it, right? And so he tells me, well, I've already tried to kill myself once before. I tried to stick scissors on my wrist, but my skin was too hard, and the scissors wouldn't penetrate my skin. I said, because it just wasn't your time to go. I said, that's why I'm sitting here talking to you. I said, it just wasn't your time to go. So he's like looking at me, and he's smiling and stuff, and he's all like, but then like he'll look to the side, right? He's looking off to the water, and he'll giggle, ha, and he'll come back to me, right? And he's listening, and then he'll smile again, and he'll look over, ha, and he'll come back to me. So the second time he did it, I'm like, okay, well, talk to me. Like, what are you looking at over there? Like, what's funny? Like, what are they saying to you? So mind you, I left this part out, but he's a gay boy. He's gay. He's in his mid-20s. He's gay. He's flamboyant. So he looks over. He was like, well, there's this bird over there, and the bird is talking to me. The bird has a human voice, and the bird is telling me that it's okay for me to wear pantyhose. And he kind of giggled, and I giggled, and I'm like, it is okay for you to wear pantyhose, bro. Like, it's okay. I was like, you're gay. It's fine. I'm gay. I'm sitting here talking to you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, God loves you. I love you. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So he's like smiling and stuff, and whatever. So then I give him this positivity prayer, because this is what I've been giving all my friends, and just the people that I've come across. There's a positivity prayer that I have been saying right up until the time I had my spiritual awakening. I had started saying it, and it's like all the negative, the prayer just keeps the negativity off of you, especially out of your mind. So you got to say this prayer. It's only 20 seconds out of your day. So I say this prayer, and I'm going to put it up. I'm going to, like, you know, do it so you guys can have it. But this prayer, it just protects you. It protects you from the negative thoughts, the negativity around you, and it also deflects the negativity back to its source. So it'll just stay off of you. But you got to say it. And you got to believe it. But you got to say it all the time. I say about 4, 5, 6 times a day. Before I get out of bed, like before I leave, you know what I'm saying, when I'm about to drive, I just say it. Just to say it. Because it's just, that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just what I do. So anyways, so as I'm talking to him, right, I'm telling him about the prayer, and I'm telling him about everything that he, you know, all the stuff he needs to know, right? So right before I'm about to leave, he was like, oh, I can't believe I lost my shoes and stuff, right? So I said, okay. I said, listen, I'm going to give you my shoes. Because I always wear my shoes a little bit bigger anyways, right? So I gave him my shoes. He's like, no, I don't want your shoes. I said, no, take my shoes. Like, come on, my car's right here. Like, it's fine, right? He was like, okay, right? So then I gave him my shoes, right? Now, the socks that I had on, I never wore these socks. The socks, okay, a long time ago, my girl at the time, she had bought me a bunch of socks. She got them on sale, so she thought she was getting a deal. Well, she was, but some of them were big, some of them were long. They were long socks. So that night, I put these socks on, long elf socks. And I'm like, I never wear these socks, That night, I put them on. I said, fuck it, wear these socks. Excuse my language. If the kids are watching, I apologize. So anyways, I had these socks on, right? So that morning, when I woke up, I'm like, I kept the socks on. I said, I'm keeping these socks on. I folded them up, and I stuck my feet in my shoes. I never do that. You know what I'm saying? I never folded my socks up and stuck them in my shoes when I was a kid. But as an adult, never done that. Never done it. I did it that morning. I did it that morning. That morning. A couple hours later, I'm talking to him. I'm taking off my shoes, giving them to him. Boom. The long socks fold out. They fold out. And I look up, I'm like, all right. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens. I mean everything. Everything happens for a reason. Everything that happened back in your past, it all happened for a reason. All the not so good things that happened in the past, all that stuff happened for a reason. It was to teach you something. It was to teach you something, so that you can actually, once you get everything together, you can actually share your story and tell people, yeah, all this stuff happened to me in the past. So let me help you to where you don't have to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me help you heal from all that shit all that stuff that happened in the past. This is how I did it. Maybe you can pick a couple of things from me, you know what I mean? And maybe you can heal from something similar, or whatever have you. You know what I mean? So I'm getting a little off track. So anyways, so I give him my shoes, I give him my socks, right? And I tell him, I said, you have a gift. You have a gift. We all have this gift. I said, but you're here for a reason. So once you get your stuff together, get it together, get the positivity going, just positive thoughts, and action. You got to have action. You got to make those hard changes. You got to when you reach your angel numbers and it tells you the stuff that you got to do, you got to do it. If you don't do it, then you're going to be like, oh, the angel number stuff don't work. It don't work. No, it does work, but you got to do it. You got to do the hard things that people don't want to do. You got to do it. So this is what I'm telling them, right? So when I leave him, I say, bless you. I give him everything he needs or whatever have you. I go to my car and I want to capture the moment now. I feel like I need to capture this moment. Like, I feel like I did something really good to help this person, and it just wasn't me. It was God coming through me to him. That's really what it was. So I took a picture. I took pictures. I took a picture of my feet. As I was driving off away from him, he's still laying on the grass. He's back there laying on the grass on his back now, kind of like he can't believe what just happened, right? So I'm driving off, and I kind of want to do a selfie because he's in my back. So I like do a selfie, and I'm kind of like putting my hand out my window and kind of try to take pictures of him, you know, just so I can just capture him. And I just want to show you guys the pictures that I had, like, you know. So that'll be in the video a little bit later or whatever have you. So, but I'll explain to you what it was. It was a picture of him. He was laying on the grass, and it was a bird above him, right? I took like 2 pictures like that. The second picture, it was, you know, the same picture, him laying, the same bird, but the bird has something connected. Something was connected to that bird. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it. I cannot make this stuff up. I cannot make it up. The bird had his guardian angel connected to it. The bird had his guardian angel connected to it. The same bird that was talking to him saying, oh, it's okay for you to wear pantyhose, that was the bird that I was able to capture right over him. So he's good. His guardian angels got him. God has him. That's why I was talking to him. That's why I was sent over there to talk to him. So, and I just want to tell you guys this. Everything happens for a reason. Had I not listened, quit my job, left my relationship, got my own place, wore those long socks, had I not done any of that stuff, I would not have been able to, well, the socks, yeah, but I would not have been able to help that boy. Think about it. Like, really think about it. If I still was stuck doing other stuff, I would not have been there to help him. Everything happens for a reason, guys. So I just want to share that little bit of my story to you guys. I hope it resonates with someone. You know, and I just thank you guys for your time. I was nervous. I'm excited, but thank you guys. Bless you.